What a day! Here's the second go. Welcome to Phuket Walk. This is Phuket Alex, and we're currently in Phuket Old Town. This is the second go before the stream went down. I'm pretty sure there was a signal blocker of some sort there, but hey, enough about that. But before we get started, thank you so much, Chatty Cathy, once again, Khokkum Mama Cup, for helping us reach the super chat goal today. Thank you, Kathy. Everybody, let's get going. Welcome, Kathy, once again. Welcome, Wani. Welcome, Hajat. Welcome, everybody, back in. Sorry about that. Wow, how powerful is that in there, as I never got knocked down this bad before. Let me get my chat back up first and, of course, get the walk started again. Hey, Madano. I think you're just in time, and not even a joke, because I had a pretty rough start. Went to start the stream and prepare a new backpack today, as I was telling everybody. I wanted to show everybody, and then I forgot my raincoat and umbrella, and I was in disarray, kind of rushing to get myself a umbrella. I got myself a raincoat already, so if anything, we're still kind of okay. But yeah, and then the stream got knocked down completely. I couldn't even get back in. So yeah, welcome everybody back in. Good to have you. And of course, good to have all my mods here. Right now we have Juanita, Chatty Cathy, Modano. That's a good crowd already. So just a quick thank you to all my mods for all the great work that you do. And of course, coming along with me on all these walks and providing very good info as well on a lot of information and knowledge that I do not know. You guys definitely fill me in and help me fill in and answer a lot of questions, as I don't have all the answers. And of course, I appreciate all of you having always a great time at the chat and being so welcoming to everybody. So thank you so much to all my mods first before I get started. Hello, Jazz. Good to have you. As I always praise Juanita, I think you're amazing as well, Jazz. Of course, it's always good to have both of you. I was just reading some of the chats last time on the walks and just having a laugh at some of the interactions you guys were having. Let's check out the dragon again. Sorry if we're back in Old Town again today. I wanted to switch things up and go to actually Bang Wak Dam, but the weather wasn't nice to me, and then my brain is, I guess that's normal, but my brain is not very nice to me today, so double whammy, forgot my umbrella. And here we are back in Old Town. But hey, it's all good. I'm still kind of craving for that limelight coffee with the peach and real fruits in it, but it wasn't open yet at the time. But what I do know is if it does start getting wet and raining, I can run myself to Honda Cup House again, as it's the only one probably open this early, as we're right now it's currently 10:22 on a Saturday morning. I would say beautiful so far, aside from a little bit of hectic. And hello, Stephen. Welcome back. Welcome everybody back. Hey, Dog Mama. Good to have you here. We don't really have the sunny vibes as last time we did, but hopefully all the warmth and positiveness in the chats can help me and you out. Get some positive vibes today, as my day started out a little bit all over the place. Being a Phuket local of 11 years, knowing the seasons, and of course being your Phuket Walk Alex, a walk tuber. Here I am in rainy season with no umbrella. Genius, yeah? Let's see how we'll do. Hey, Canadian Vasily. Notably, Destination Travels. Welcome to the live stream. We have just gotten started in part 2 now, I guess. I don't know if part 1 counts. But part 1 was a bit short, 10 minutes. I might have to delete it, but no worries. We definitely have to, and did recognize Chatty Cathy for helping me out reach the super chat goals. I will just keep it at that, the goal around the same setting, as I just like it like that. It's as Canadian Vasily suggested, it was a bit weak last time. so perhaps I just upped it a little bit. But of course, it's the appreciation and coming along with me. Let's check this out. And all the fun we have together, that counts. I think we're good. There's no rain. And, you know, I don't know about you guys, but this rainy vibe is giving me some excitement. As here's a nice flag. We realized last time by a giant sign at the corner of the clock tower that it was Pride Month in Phuket. So they're celebrating Pride Month as the cores are starting to go up. I think they're gonna have a big parade. I'm still trying to find out when the official date is, but they're just setting up right now, and we'll see some flags up and different decors all over Phuket Old Town to support the cause.
Enjoy a daily roasted coffee served by our friendly staff in the century-old Chino Portuguese house at the heart of Phuket's Old Town.
Yeah, apparently, Kathy, I cannot turn the leaderboard thing off. It's just saying you've been selected. So I'm not really sure, but it kind of auto turned itself on. That's what happened that day. But yeah, no worries. If it bothers you, definitely turn it off. It's just there because YouTube wanted to be there, I guess. Yeah, but happy Pride Month indeed. We just try to walk away from the noise, but it's a different decor. As we're more used to the Chinese lantern decor for quite a while, right? And you guys remember the giant Santa Claus and the snowman under the sun, of course, when it was Christmas. And as Jazz, the only one to use the nickname for Canadian facilities, CV is in the house. Yeah, I think when I was just on my way out, I remember seeing Sally having a live stream as well. I'm not sure if she ended, but for those of you who don't know, Sally is the host and, of course, owner and the one that runs the amazing Once Upon a City channel that does amazing walks all over Toronto. So check out Once Upon a City and check out Sally's amazing live streams and videos. She always has a fun time and great adventures in both videos and live streams, I would say. And I always love her commentary. She has amazing commentary and, of course, energy in all her content. A lot of fun, great community. So I recommend everybody to check out Once Upon a City, Sally's channel. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, and enjoy the content. As I was just mentioning, she just had a live stream. I was preparing to head out, and I think she was at the time at I don't really remember what was the area again. But yeah, somewhere in Toronto, definitely near Chinatown West. Oh, Augusta Avenue. That's right. But thank you, Madano, for posting the link. And Augusta Avenue and the surrounding area is a very interesting part of town, of course. So do check it out. And she, of course, makes along and walks everywhere in Toronto as well. Great adventures, like I mentioned, as we check out this wall I always check out. Hey, we're here, no rain, I'm gonna check it out again. I don't wanna risk the Wi-Fi situation going to the market, so we'll just loop about first. And thank you for Talk Mama. Shout out to Sally. Yeah, she's definitely humorous, very kind-hearted as well. She gave me words of comfort during one of my walks and support as well that day. She had some very wise words, and I took it to heart as she mentioned, don't be so hard on yourself. And I definitely am quite hard on myself in certain situations. So yeah, thank her very much. She's a very kind person as well. And like you mentioned, loads of fun. And thank you, Chatty Cathy. Pride in Thailand is the same as Toronto. Oh, that's awesome. So June 1st and celebrated all the way to June 30th, the whole month. I wonder if they'll have an actual parade or a market of some sort. But I think if they're doing it for the whole month, then if they set up the night market, they should include the theme as well. So we might come down here on the night market, the Lat Yai night market on Sunday night. But I think this week, since we've been to Phuket Old Town a few times now, I might feature a different location or a different market this weekend. Just to bring us to some new places, as we'll get a chance to see Phuket Old Town for sure. I love it here. You know what? We'll take a detour this time. I always want to take it, but when I go down there, I miss this half of the road. Hey Lee, bro, good to see ya. And we haven't had a cup of coffee yet, not officially anyways, as it's 10:30 a.m. right now locally on the island, where things are just opening up. And yes, we're back in Phuket Old Town, but hey, last time we had such a great time, I figure we're gonna come on back today. Kind of a rough start though, that also dictated me to have a walk here. I forgot my umbrella, I forgot my rain jacket. On a day that looks most likely like it's gonna rain, I was riding my motorbike towards the storm. And then we finally, of course, started the stream. And thank you to great support from Chatty Cathy. I was ready to go and the stream got taken down by some signal blocker. But here we are again. See, just telling you that was quite a mouthful. But welcome everybody, and welcome Lee to the live stream. And thank you, Juanita, for always doing a fantastic job and giving that friendly reminder to everybody. Here I am blabbing about this and that, and Juanita is doing all the hard work. Please remember to subscribe and like the content as Juanita suggested, as growing the channel, and your subscription is very important for me to keep going, and of course being able to provide better content and more locations for everybody. So please do subscribe and let's grow together, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today on this Saturday morning, gloomy morning, but very lively. I think Saturdays are a bit different, as we were here 10:30 last time, I think, just yesterday, yeah. There was no person around despite a sunny day. Today, gloomy, about to rain. But everyone is in a good spirit. It could be the weekend. Everyone's having a good time, and I think that's what matters. And I hope everyone, I mentioned a bit earlier, but I really do hope everyone enjoyed the members video I finally got up. As before the stream went down, I was saying it took me many attempts actually to get that up. Let me think which way I should go first. Go further down a bit if we want. All right. Okay, the traffic says no. Yeah, I did a few versions of the members video and finally settled for what I finally put up. I didn't think it was bad or anything, the other ones. It was just not very fitting. One being a bit too out of reality, as it was a little bit too positive for what I was really going through and feeling. And then I did a second one where perhaps I wasn't really ready, and it turned out to be really sad a bit. So the third one was a good balance. I think third is always a charm. Hopefully, anyways. And Lee said, had some rain this side as well. Officially autumn. Yeah. And thank you, Chatty Cathy, for enjoying the members video. And of course, thank you so much for the super thanks support. I was gonna say that a little bit later, but hey, we're into the topic already. And I was just telling you, oh my, I had the power outage and all that good stuff definitely derailed my whole plans. And when I took a look and went back online to check everything, I found the super thanks support from Kathy. So thank you so much. It really meant a lot as I just kind of celebrated saying, yay! It was just good to see everybody enjoying that video. I found it a bit sappy. But I mentioned in the video, it officially enters rainy season. It might be fitting to the occasion, yeah. We're gonna loop back this way to walk up Panga, as Panga is a very famous street, but let's go to the edge here and check out this water fountain and the roundabout, as many people, even me myself, when I first arrived on the island, I really enjoyed these roundabouts. I'm not so sure about efficiency and getting traffic around, but they look good. And we don't have many of these in where I come from, Toronto. Not that I remember anyways. So I always enjoy looking at it. And they always have different decor here, as I think that's in celebration of Pride Month. That's so cool. I'm so glad I walked this way. And isn't that Phuket Old Town? Putting on a brand new style for us for the occasion. Hey Koslav, hope you're doing well as well. We're just checking out the decor here that Phuket set up for Phuket Pride Month. Could be World Pride Month, and same as Toronto Pride Month, as Chatty Cathy suggested as well and informed us on. You know what, since we're all the way down here, let's walk over to the little bit off trail of the touristy area. This is more a local tucked in area in a very densely tourist population actually. But one way or another, this street over here, tucked away in the corner, has remained quite local. Many shops. If you walk further up, it goes away from the Old Town attraction and heads towards Katu, but we'll take a look before we head back to where we were heading. Canadian facility, thank you very much. Let me find us a nice background for this. I think this will do, despite the dew being a bit probably wondering. There's this guy online that does walking videos in Phuket. Name is Alex. You guys should subscribe. Hey bro, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, man. Thank you so much for the support. And I think for that message, I'm gonna give you mod of the day. I don't think anybody would argue with that. Thank you so much for the subscription reminder message, and I appreciate the support, man. Let's keep going. Hope you like the background. It's pretty cool. I appreciate the support, brother. I was mentioning you in the members video as well, as we walk by another Starbucks in the members location, the video location, which is Lotus's But locals always call it Lotus anyways. And originally it was Tesco Lotus before Tesco left Thailand. And it was sold to CP, I believe, a different company. But we're not here to jargon about that. We're here to say thank you so much, bro. I appreciate the support. And for everyone who don't know yet or has been under a rock, head over to Destination Travels Canadian Facilities channel and check out his amazing content all over GTA and soon to be worldwide content, as well as he will plan some travels, I'm sure. So subscribe, stay tuned, and enjoy the content. We have live streams and videos in 4K, of course, and as well as vertical and horizontal as well. And today I have given the Moderator of the Day award to Canadian Facility Destination Travels. Now let's check out why this part of town has been able to keep itself quite local. I don't think it has been to or catered to attract tourists, as the decor still has that Southeast Asian feel. You know, not overly decorated. Everything is still clean in place. But as you can see, the traffic and how things are placed and so on and so forth, slightly chaotic. The way I like it. We're just gonna take a quick loop here, as in the front it kind of leads us to the middle of nowhere. Well, I wouldn't say that, but down away from where we're gonna check out today. And without an umbrella, it's way out of my comfort to do so. Well, I'll be fine. Maybe my phone won't be. So here's a more local flea market, but we can take a look. I mean, we're already here. There you go. People just chilling. I don't want to wrestle with signal here, but if we get buffering, I'll run right out. But let's dive in, because we came quite early today, as most of the time we come here, these places are closed. Yeah, so thanks for the inspiration from Chatty Cathy and Canadian Facility. Let's check out some local vibes. And when I say local, it's more local than me. I've been here a few times, but like within 10 years a few times. There's a noodle house here. Nobody minding me, that's amazing. Nice. Nice detour. Hey, Chatty Cathy, loving the flowers. And there's some clothing shops on top as well. We can walk up top instead of going out. No more flower shops though, but we did not have a cup of coffee yet, so hopefully you're not going anywhere on your Friday night overseas. For some of my homies, as we'll continue the walk, and hope you can join me, grab a cup of coffee. That'll be nice, yeah? Everybody's loving those flowers. Okay, so the fresh market is closed now. I might be late for that. So that's what I meant for, there are places open in the morning. Fresh market and some stalls and restaurants that's very early for dim sum. And then for whatever reason, I think due to the tourist influence, right? A lot of more popular areas don't open till 10 to 10:30. And let's check out those flowers again. I think they're like really cheap as well. They're not even expensive as you can imagine. This location. Well, it's very close to Phuket Old Town actually, but in terms of being a more local flea market. Hey, there's more flowers there. Hey, there we go. Let's go take a look. Oh, there's this local flower shop. Yeah, Lee, we'll definitely grab a cup of coffee together. And of course, good morning to you in Cape Town in South Africa. As you guys are changing seasons alongside us going into rainy season. And autumn for you guys. Let me take a spin here, as I'm getting a bit busy. I found this path interesting, so let's take it. And hope everyone's having a fantastic day, or had a fantastic day if it's evening time for you. And let's let that good vibes continue as we're going to head back to Phang Street. It's a good detour, I think. And Canadian Vasily had a meal at a place called Pearl at Harborfront. So I guess that makes it Pearl Harbor in some reasons. I guess everybody said that joke, right? And he said the dessert was pretty good, but the beef was amazing. Hey, when the beef is amazing, the dessert could be slightly undermined. You know what the weird thing is? Ever since I came to Asia, I noticed the beef here is a bit different. Perhaps the way they cook it, they treat it, or just the actual beef itself. But also, it's very expensive here to have steak. I remember, well, in Asia in general and Southeast Asia, I remember ordering steak in Korea at a proper steakhouse, and they had some size differences, and I said, okay, I'll get the biggest one. And supposedly they were presenting me this whatever ounce, the most ounce they had, or whatever, New York steak, and it just came, it was just the smallest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, aren't they supposed to weight this thing? But anyways, it cost a lot too. So I don't know what it is with beef here, but back home we have good beef for good value and good price. As I used to eat steak all the time back home. A little bit less of that since I arrived in Asia and Southeast Asia. Yes, Lee, Sawadee Krap. Sawadee Krap to everybody in Thailand as well. Sawadee Mai Krap. It's a gloomy day, but I'm feeling pretty sabai, meaning feeling alright. As we're gonna make our way back to Phang Street and see what they did, if they did anything, but that's a good decor that they added. But usually they do something by the clock tower, so let's see if anything's added. I also need to thank Phuket and Phuket Old Town. Always just having changing vibes and always being so lively, making my job easy. Hope everyone is enjoying the vibes here on a different day, different weather, and completely different liveliness. As we came here not too long ago, around the same hours. And it was sunny. Hey, thanks everybody for the good luck as well. I hope I don't jinx it, as I didn't feel any rain so far yet. That might be a copyrighted song, so I'll keep on talking. Maybe I'll sing something on my own. Okay, I think I walked fast enough. Giant lobster. No kidding. Thank you, Lee. I'm glad you're enjoying this. And of course, Cape Town is very beautiful as well. And lovely, well, despite changing weather, lovely tropical weather, or warm weather available there. Wherever we are though, I hope everybody all over the world is having a good day, getting some positive vibes from this. I started the day out quite stressed out, as you guys know. I think it's well past 10:30 now here, as it's 10 minutes towards 11. It might be safe for us to go and see if I can get a cup of that coffee that has the real fruits in it. I've been craving it since last time, and last time when we actually tried to go to Limelight itself was closed. Hey Kathy, if you ever visit Phuket, and of course when I'm around, I'll definitely love to grab a cup of coffee with you and chill by Phuket Old Town. And I'm sure Simon would love that as well. You never know, anything can happen. Even during rainy season, as you can see, we can have a great time here. Still plenty of good time to enjoy. It's not all raining all the time. It's just you got to keep that on your mind. That it might rain. Hey Peter Bradfield, good to have you. I just started watching, but probably won't be watching that long again. It was rainy here in Metro Atlanta again today. And it is going down to 14 degrees Celsius tonight. 14 degrees, I guess with some good blanket might be very comfortable for sleeping. Yeah, but do take care and stay away from the storm, of course. Yeah, Lee, thanks. And Simon was telling me you gave her a kind comment as well. I hope she can put up more content also. As we're still trying to figure things out. It's not really her fault. Every time she finishes work, she's at work right now actually. And when we're done, what we're gonna do today is probably some filming. And hopefully, if we can, a stream tonight or either tomorrow with Sign. And hopefully she can stream on her own even. That might be interesting, I think, without me there. That might be better, actually. I'm always the one in her way. But yeah, she's been trying, but she's been driving all over the city with me, and she does most of the driving, of course, and that can be very tiring. So she might be a little bit low on energy lately. Yeah, Kathy, if you ever get the chance to come by Phuket, Thailand, let's chill. And honestly, you know what? You're absolutely right. You never know. I never imagined I'd ever come here. I'm not joking. Me being here started out, it's kind of funny. Me and my bro used to chill out by the hot tub down by his condo. So we always call that place the hot tub time machine. So it came from a conversation that me and him was having. That he said he once visited here, and then of course we talked about it quite a bit at the hot tub time machine, until one day I was like, hey, maybe I should go there. So yeah, so it all started at a hot tub with a conversation with one of my best friends many years ago, because he visited once and he really loved it. So he often told me stories about his visits and adventures here, how he loved the food and the people. I didn't know what Thailand was at the time, never mind visiting. Yeah, everything started, I guess, at the hot tub time machine. It's a good movie, I think, Chatty Cathy. I mean, it's not gonna go up for Oscars or anything.
Morning, brother.
Hey, morning. Yeah, I had a good time watching. Hey, check out this place. Cooper's Burger and Bar, nice. I'm sure it's a lot more vibrant in the evening. Yeah, I think everybody should have a hot tub time machine moment. As I didn't think of it much at the time, but one way or another it influenced me all the way to Southeast Asia, and of course travel my butt to Phuket, Thailand. We're gonna look at it in a different perspective today, just at this angle, as we often look at it from across the street, but we can still do that afterwards. We're just gonna walk on this side for a change. Who's in it? Oh, I don't remember, Kathy. Me and my bro in Thailand. You don't really watch those movies with a fully awakened conscious. I'm sure I quite blur watching it, but I did enjoy it. It's like watching Harold and Kumar, yeah? Although I remember the plot of most of these stories. We'll go across the street and we'll check out the decor on the clock tower for sure. But we'll take a closer look at what we already saw, I think, here on the side here last time. So I think the heart is it. I thought they might add a little more. Hey, but it looks pretty good. Let me get myself across and then we'll check it out. Let me find a better angle that sees the heart a little more and give it better. Give it some justice. Okay, Hajat. Have a good night, man. Oh, and I just saw your message on Instagram to subscribe to your channel. When I have a chance, I'll go and do that. No worries. If anybody's interested, Hajat has started a new channel. So do check that out as well. And I will subscribe, as I mentioned, once I have a chance. You have a good night, Hajat, and don't work too hard at work. Have a good one tomorrow as well. You know what? Let's take an angle on this side. It looks really nice. And thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter, kindly for the pretty much the full cast of the movie. And I have to thank everybody for, of course, being patient for the stream going down earlier. I might have to delete that, as I'm not going to do a part 1, part 2 with just maybe 9-10 minute footage. Not delete it, but unlist it is what I meant. But we'll keep this one. So don't go looking for a part 1 or part 2. This is it. But thank you everyone for being patient, and of course coming right back in and joining us for this wonderful walk right now around Phuket Old Town. It's currently 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Very gloomy morning, as I screamed and worried and this and that about the rain, not bringing my umbrella, but there's no rain upon us at all. So here is crazy me worrying about absolutely nothing. Yeah, next time I'll just tell myself, trust your instincts, base it on luck. And you guys, my lovely audience, subscribers, members, you guys would carry me through with some good luck. I'm gonna make my way to Limelight now. As I mentioned, I want that cup of coffee, and it should be open now. Many has mentioned monsoon season. Very famous, I think. There's no rain. There are moments of warmth and dryness you can enjoy. Now there is passing rain, don't get me wrong. I'm sure some part of the island is getting drenched on right now. But it's not as bad as you think. Some people do anticipate it and imagine to be just drenching everywhere all day because of the monsoon season. There are those days, but not yet. Still plenty to enjoy, and you can see still travelers here enjoying the island. So perhaps if you don't mind some rain, it's still a good time to visit, as tickets and accommodation, many pricing in terms of tourist locations will be slightly decreasing when the low season hits. Well, I didn't know that either. Level 6 black belt in kickboxing. How many levels are there in kickboxing? cat cafe. But this one don't even have lions. Come on. No lion cups. And you call yourself a cat cafe. Just kidding. As we did walk by one just around Phuket Old Town that has a lion cup. As we pass by Burger Records, it's open today. We can check it out. We had a conversation about this, and indeed it has some records and it does have burgers. So we can't really argue with the name that it's not correct. Here's the records. It's not open yet. And I guess she's about to prepare the burgers in a bit. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You ought to know by now how much I love you. One thing you can be sure of, I'll never ask for more than your love. Maybe it's the restaurant's decor and design. I just went into song, but doesn't that always happen here? I think I was a little bit flat, so the cup of coffee will probably help me out a lot. Alright, Lee, I'm not sure you already had your cup or you're gonna get your cup ready now, but I'm gonna charge in there and hope that place is open and get me that cup of coffee with the fruits in it. Okay, let's head into Limelight. Happy weekend to everybody as well. Hope you're having a great weekend. And if you haven't started yet, hope you're looking forward to it, because it's probably just tomorrow for some of you overseas. All right, Lee, good timing. Now the shop I like is just right there. But I want to go upstairs first. And I think Chatty Cathy already knows why. Just let me be a kid for a few seconds. Mini escape from myself, as I love that glass floor upstairs. Yeah! Let's have a coffee together. Thank you, Kathy. Let's do this. Join me for a evening coffee. And this time I promise we'll be here when you come back, as I remember one of the premieres we're having, you're like, I'm gonna get myself a cup of coffee, and I'll be like, yeah, all right. And I kind of forgot how long the video was, and Kathy kind of came back as like, I got my coffee, and the video was like ending, and I was like, thank you for watching, everyone. So I promise you, Kathy, we'll be here. And as the smooth moderator joins us, hello Kurt, welcome to the live stream. And we are currently at Limelight. I'm gonna go downstairs and grab a cup of coffee as I'm standing in one of my favorite spots on the island. I don't know, it's not that exciting, not that crazy. It's in a small mall, but I love it. I love small things. Thank you so much, Chatty Cathy, and of course Lee right now gonna join me for a cup of coffee. But of course, thank you for the support for the cup of coffee from Canadian Vasily and Chatty Cathy. As Chatty Cathy helped us achieve our super chat goals today quite early on, but it was on the last stream. So let me mention it again. Once I came in, Kathy gave much support right away, and I was ready to go. So when I went down, in terms of the stream, I said, hey, everything's going great. This cannot dent my mood. And I just got the stream right back up. Of course, a little bit like 10 minutes later, but hey, here we are. The determination was there. And thank you so much for the inspiration. As it felt very easy to get the stream back up. No stress, no screaming, no cussing. It's just a normal day of life sometimes. Of course, thank you so much for being with me, and I knew you guys would be back in here with me, so no worries. What did I have to stress about? Here we are. We're gonna grab a cup of coffee together. Now, I got the peach one last time. I'm just thinking if I should try something else. And I know I mentioned the real fruit the whole time, but what I meant was the selection here. And I think this place, I would classify myself as a hidden gem in terms of coffee, as a mini stall offers amazing, lovely cup of coffee. I had it myself last time, and I really enjoyed it. So here's the selection that I was looking at. As you guys know, I like Americano. And everything here is around the range of 50 to 60 baht. Once again, I just like their coffee. I'm definitely not sponsored by them. Now, should we go for the peach again? Lemon and orange. This is a tough one. You know, I might just go for the peach again. We'll let them go first. Of course, I was just in everybody's way. Hey, Peter Bradfield. Thanks, Peter. Just in time as we're gonna have coffee. Hey, Peter. Thank you so much for the 199 Super Chat support. And another song. I was just listening to the one you recommended the other time, Sunny. And I was enjoying it quite a bit. Yeah, as it did reflect the vibes as we were blessed it with a sunny day. But thank you so much for another one. And this one is Everything is Beautiful. Ray Stevens, thank you so much. And let's grab a cup of coffee. Hope you're enjoying the dream, of course. And you're just in time, Diva. Welcome, Diva Tequila, to coffee time. As we're in Limelight, I'm gonna call me old-fashioned, but I don't usually get a chance to order Americano peach, so I'm gonna do that again. Americano peach. Oh, one moment, guys. Let me see if I have my wallet first. Oh my god. Yes, I do. Okay. Yay! Okay, forgetting umbrellas. That's all right. It didn't rain. I forgot my wallet. Uh-oh. No acting. A real moment of fear at that particular time. But welcome to the live stream, Diva Tequila, for enduring that slight fear moment that I had. It's kind of like one of those dreams that you have that you're in school, but for whatever reason you forgot to wear your jeans or something, you know? We will check out McDonald's, but don't quote me on it, Kurt. As you know, my memory is lesser than a fish, so. But before I forget, as they're still making my drink, Mickey D's. And of course I wish, but in no ways am I sponsored by McDonald's. So do check out the menu though, as this is an interesting setup. It's not the full-size McDonald's, the McDonald's kiosk, as they sell some desserts, some snacks, apple pies. And if you're interested, they won't let you down if you actually want a burger as well. But I think the main focus here, oh, they even have fried chicken, see, down there. I think the main focus of these kiosks are the snacks up top. But hey, don't listen to me, whatever you're into, there you go. And I think this is quite similar. Oh, they don't have any fries in there. That means it's fresh. Awesome. See, usually it's packed with fries and it's been sitting there for so long. So fresh fries here. As I wander away from my cup of coffee. Yeah, and thank you, Kurt. Do let me know what you guys want to check out, as I often just, well, I think, to be fair, a lot of walktubers do, just fly by things. Here's me dragging all the walktubers into the water. And here's the beautiful drink. And Mugo drink. Coca and coffee and milk tea since 2020. But hey, name brand, I would say, but a lovely local brand. I love their coffee here, so I'm just gonna go and enjoy this cup. And I will catch up on the chats as well of everyone. And Peter says, everything is beautiful from 1970 was one of 2 records that I first bought on my own. Ooh, that's awesome. When I was 6, for money I got for Easter, it was #1 this week, and next 55 years ago. I remember my first record. Of course, I listened to a sort of songs in different languages. So my very first record was a Cantonese record, but my very first English album, I believe I bought, was That's Why You Go Away by Michael Learns to Rock. Well, it was a CD. Here we are. Hopefully I'm away from the music. What did Kurt say? I agree, Alex. Although walktubers are into eating jerk chicken. Yeah, I like jerk chicken, bro. Yeah, we'll check out anything. Just let me know, Kurt. Sorry, and last time about the Taco Bell. No, really. I just blur out sometimes, man. Oh, I was gonna show you guys this bag, so one moment. I'm just gonna get my chat out, and I actually want to drink this first, but I'm gonna get my chat out. coffee. Oh, before we do that, I'm gonna say hello to Ready Eddie, as I know sometimes he lurks in the background and watches my stream. So, hello, Eddie. Eddie's my friend. I'm allowed to do that. Randomly call upon him. As all of you are my friends. He's not here in the chats, but I can still say hello. And for those of you who don't know who Ready Eddie is, as I gave that awkward hello randomly, do check out Ready Eddie's channel. That's what it's called, Ready Eddie, as he does amazing walks, and I usually call him the best Toronto walktuber. So do check out his amazing walks all over Toronto. Ready Eddie, my buddy from high school, of course. And let's check out this beautiful cup of coffee. Yeah, I can do some reviews as well. It's actually a great idea. Let me get my big head. Yeah, Diva was there for the moment when me and Ready Eddie got united. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I have that on my community post. So one of the posts has the walk that me and Ready Eddie got united, and as well where we were featured, including our high school pics on a Johnny Stumbles episode. Yeah, no worries, Kurt. I can check out some stuff for you when we walk by. And yes, I do like Canto Pop. I grew up with that. I think there's a Cantonese version of everything, but the version of My Heart Will Go On, no, I don't believe I heard that one. As I think I was more into the popular songs, you know, the popular Cantonese songs by another Jackie Chan, a singer Jackie Chan. But enough blabbing from me. Thank you so much for the wonderful support for the cup of coffee. So let's drink this coffee. Cheers. And thank you as well for the song, Peter, and hitting the Super Chat Go. And of course, Canadian Vasily for the amazing support on this cup of coffee. Cheers. And Sign is just in time. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever said that for a cup of coffee. I said the same thing last time, right? This is good. This is good. I know they put a bit of syrup in it, like I said last time. There is a bit to sweeten things up, but you can still taste the peach that really shines through. And there's something about peach, I don't know, because when I drink it with orange, I get like heartburn, right? So this peach doesn't, kind of neutralizes it. Oh, and also Canadian Vasily being the moderator of the day, as his shout out kindly reminds everybody to please subscribe, help us grow, like the content, and come join the walks, enjoy a cup of coffee of everyone. I hope, of course, Chatty Cathy and Lee right now is enjoying their cup with me. So cheers to you guys and everyone else. If it's too late for coffee, it's alright. You can sit back, relax, and fall asleep to us drinking coffee. As I often say, it is the service of this channel to bring you some island vibes, and often island vibes help people go to sleep a little bit. Cheers, Medano. Hope you're having a good night, bro. I know it's very busy. I think many walktubers did a stream or premiere today, right? It's Friday night, I think, for you guys. So yeah, thanks for being here on a late night evening, as always. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Medano, man. And I'm gonna cheers as much as I can, because I noticed myself just like chugging this. Cheers, Kathy. I'm getting attacked by this fly. Okay, back to the bag I was talking about that made me like go into like this nervous breakdown. Because I'm not kidding, as I was riding down, you can see this big black cloud. And I'm looking to the back, I'm like, okay, I'm riding into the rain. And I'm like, oh, it's all good. I got my rain jacket, I got my waterproof bag, I got my umbrella, and I'm like, I don't have my umbrella. I don't have my rain jacket. But here's the waterproof bag, because right now, it hasn't rained yet. And it's kind of really cool. And why am I showing everybody? Because you know, when I first got this bag, I just chucked it to the side. I didn't think much of it, as we often sometimes do. We get complacent. It just kind of came with the bike, and I was more interested in the bike, yeah. And I just chucked it to the side. I was like, oh, what a weird looking bag. Never looked at it, never examined it, never cared what it was. So it's actually really cool. So number one, it's water resistant, waterproof material. There's this outside layer. It's really simple construction, where I just got my new rain jacket today. So anything breathable, or it might overheat, I can put my phone here to breathe while it's like charging and stuff. But this is the cool part. Well, it has straps and all that, obviously, but the cool part is here. Let's see if you guys can see this. So there's 3 straps, one on the side, and one here, and one here. And you're like, well, that's a lot of work, but this is what it does. This tiny bag can like become this huge bag as well, and it fits all my stuff inside. So it's really cool. I really didn't really gave him much attention until I looked at it, and I'm like, yo, I really like this. Anyways, I'm getting all excited about backpack. But yeah, I can fit a lot in there, so I'm really blessed actually to look in the room that I never walked into, the closet pretty much, and found this bag. So I'm gonna start using this. Pretty cool. Yeah, did you like that when I pulled it up? It's like, as long as this strap allows, as long as I can just increase the length, this bag can become this huge bag, whatever it wants. So like, if I fit more things, this can just come up to here all the way, and then I'll just wrap the strap around and hold everything in place. It's so cool. I don't know if everybody else gets, or anybody else gets as excited as me on a backpack, but not to mention waterproof, so my equipment is safe. But yeah, that's the bag that started the whole commotion all day. But I hope you guys like this demonstration. It's so cool. But that's simple construction, that's it. The rest is just a strap on front, which is quite simple. Just lots of room as well. So they have a breathable storage, and then they have a, of course, enclosed waterproof storage. Yeah, it was free when we bought the bike. It's like probably the best bag I used. Well, except for the one that I used for like 25 years. So that doesn't count. That's not a bag. Like when you use a bag for that long, it's part of the family. So I've since retired my old bag. I think it's time for it to retire and get some rest, as there was a few holes starting to develop, and of course when there's holes in the bag, the waterproof feature isn't in use anymore. I'm surprised it's not raining yet. The vibes a bit instead of me splattering away. And no worries, Diva, I think we'll be here still, so do take your time to be right back. Hopefully it doesn't rain. If it doesn't, we're still pretty early. We're just an hour in. I want to walk around some more. But if not, we can still chill together on the inside area of Limelight. I don't know, I really enjoy the walking. Of course, it does great wonders for my physical health and even my mental health, actually. Every time I finish walking a couple of hours, I feel very refreshed. But at the same time, I also enjoy having a cup of coffee of everyone. I'm not lazy. I love walking. I can walk on and on and on. But sometimes, you know, when it rains, we can have a seat, have a chat, and just enjoy some wholesome moments together. An amazing cup of coffee. Kurt, I think you can even fit yourself in the bag. It does look like that. It's pretty cool. I love the design. I was pretty wowed by it because I never checked it out, right? I was like, this thing looks weird. You know what I mean? I never cared for it. But it's really useful actually, so. Yeah, and Diva says, Alex, we tend to throw things in corners, but as we get older, we always find use for things. Age just brings wiseness. I hope so. I'm not sure if I'm wise yet, but it does make you think about things a little bit more. Best way to put it. Have a little bit of patience to think about things, I guess. Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting attacked by this fly that really likes me. Okay, I'm almost done and I think we can head back outside probably. And it says, the bag looks good on you, Alex. Oh yeah, from my wife. Thank you. Come on. I don't know, it makes me look a little bit kiddish. But I guess that could be like younger. I think I missed the chat where Canadian Facility was saying you're 43. You didn't know that? I thought you knew, bro. Yeah, 43 years young. I don't feel 43. I don't know. It's just a number, right? I felt quite the same since my 20s, but that's just me. I could be really actually 43. What I'm saying is I definitely feel young at heart still, and the walking really helps, yeah. And talking about walking and fitness, to be honest, I've been quite off the past month, even, as I usually do quite a bit of workout. As you know, I do a little bit of push-ups, so on and so forth, to keep up at least maintenance. And due to recent events, I've been just doing the walks, so I'm okay. That I really need to get back into it in terms of working out and just getting more exercise and overall fitness, like even eating and diet. Sometimes you have a shocker in your life and you just throws everything out of whack, and like I kind of been like drinking a pint of beer every night, so it isn't really helping. So I'm thinking of doing something, or maybe some content of just getting more in shape, but that'll be probably after I finish moving. And Kathy mentioned, am I interested to do some reviews and whatnot on my walk? Yeah, I am. I'm definitely interested in that. I'm just not sure what I should be looking at, but sooner or later I'll probably do some maybe reviews on shops and coffee, and then just kind of give them different ratings, since we do visit a lot of cafes, and I could go to different ones since a lot of them cost APX the same value, right? More so, depending, right? But yeah, that might be fun. But after I move first, I think just right now, I think I can do it now, but I'm just overwhelmed in terms of just having so many things happening, and emotionally quite unstable as well, I guess. Just not as stable as I should be. So once everything clears up a little bit better, I think the month of June, month of July, perhaps even, yeah, mid-June perhaps, I will be able to do a little more, like more content and something different, cafe reviews, maybe bring us to some local stalls. Yeah, so do let me know whatever content you guys have, I mean ideas you guys have as well. I would love to do different things, you know, and even places that like Canadian Facility often, you know, give me requests or suggestions. I love that. Despite a failed attempt to Dusha last time, we eventually found a Dusha that's open by Royal Phuket Marina, so that was fun. And then we got a visit to the Starbucks over at Floresta, which, because Canadian Facility and Destination Travel is a Starbucks fan. And also, I think next time, I hope when we pass by, we'll get to visit Arabica as well, as he likes the coffee there, and ice cream, I think, there as well. So yeah, I like to do those interactive fun stuff with everyone, right? I really enjoyed those. Just recently, I don't think my creativity side is on. Just kind of running through the motions a bit. I think my chat's not really working. One moment, and I try to rectify the problem. Lucky this one is. Hey, Boom Productions, Boom and Muzzy, good to have you. As this is late entertainment for you now. It's locally 11:30 a.m. and for overseas, it's probably past midnight, but I know it is a Friday night, and Boom and Muzzy are night owls, if that's the correct term. So, cheers, thanks for being here, Boom and Muzzy, for the late night entertainment for you guys. There we are, here's my chat. And let's see. Does Alex and Sign have Instagram? Yes, we do have Instagram, and you can find that on my channel description. Yeah, or just search up Phuket Walk official, I think, and you'll be able to find me. If not, Phuket Walk. But I don't have a lot of posts there, but I do have an Instagram account. I will be getting more posts up, as I do have a lot of content and shorts that I could just put up. But like I said, just been a little bit overwhelming for me this month. Not in terms of work, it's just me in terms of my mood and emotionally. It's not a lot of work. It's fun, all these things, but just overwhelming in terms of I want to at least get us settled down and we find a good place. And then, like Chatty Cathy mentioned, it's not a big rush, but moving can get quite stressful. Despite I'm trying to be positive, and I do find the house searching a bit adventurous and fun, but it's that stress that I haven't made content in the search as well, because it's never a good time too, right? Me and Sign are always just rushing after she finishes work to kind of do these house search, and it's, yeah, anyway, it's just overwhelming emotionally. But in terms of making content, that's all fun. I don't find that stressful at all. Hey, welcome back, Lee, as I'm on my final zip, no rain, so we'll take a spin in Limelight and then we'll head back out, as I like to get more walking going. Let's do it. And Peter Bradfield says, age ain't nothing but a number. Elias sang it best. Thank you, Peter. Lee says, as Kurt says, I meant addressing Lee by his nickname. Welcome back, Plates. Thank you, Boom. I also really like this cap as well myself. I need to buy a few more of these. As the material is pretty good, actually. It dries pretty fast the last few times I washed it. I just substituted my other hat for a day or two. But I want to buy a few more of these. It's really comfortable, the North Face hat. And the cap and the design is great, as it represents where I'm from, and of course some of you with me where we're from, and where we like to call, or the Raptors anyways, like to call us, we the North. Nothing to do with North Face, does it? Maybe. But here, let's get back into Limelight, as we are in the south right now of Thailand. Phuket, Thailand, that is. We're gonna take a quick spin as we can check out So McDonald's is a little bit more for those of you who missed it earlier, but this is a quicker glimpse, of course. And the amazing drink shop with its full menu now in the front. Wow. So plenty to try out. That was a lovely cup of coffee. And you can totally see the different vibes on a Friday compared to a Saturday morning or lunchtime now almost. But obviously, right? But much more lively today in comparison. And let's see if we can catch some vibes of this liveliness at Phuket Old Town. I'm gonna double check on the battery situation. We should be good. I do like to walk a little bit longer as I always enjoy everybody's company. So of course, thank you very much everyone for coming along. As I know, like I mentioned, there's a lot of walks probably occurring today. A lot of celebrations. Oh, as well, I forgot almost. I think this is a good place to do it. Hey, I didn't really have time as I was in a rush earlier, but hey, happy birthday, Sapan. Happy birthday, bro, and hope you're enjoying your lovely birthday, as I know you guys were having a stream celebration of everybody did. But I'm not sure how old you are, but hey, enjoy your birthday, have a great one, and of course, enjoy the celebrations. As no matter what, every birthday tends to come only once for that year. So definitely enjoy it, brother. Happy birthday, Sapan. Kurt says, Sapan looks great for 85. I'm not sure about that number selection, as even for 1985, he seems a bit young. As we depart, Limelight. Had a great time there. Thank you, Limelight. And thank you, Mugo Coffee. But yeah, I didn't have a chance earlier. I wanted to go in to say happy birthday, but just trying to get my morning prepared is apparently too much for myself. Let it be known, Clearwater River as we pass by again this time. Let's head back to Phuket Old Town for a different vibe. And as what Vivian suggested last time, see it come alive. As Vivian says, she likes to see atmospheres and areas come alive throughout the day. And let's hope Phuket Old Town has that kind of transformation for us today. As we went by earlier, it was lively but slightly quiet, I would say. But still had plenty of people despite the storm warning forecast. Yeah, you're right, Kurt. Who knew that peach and coffee could go together? And that's what I was thinking too, Lee, at the menu area. I could just go there and get a different cup every day. And if I rotated a bit, I'd probably never get bored. Might be a small stall, but the selection of drinks makes it feel pretty grand. Well, and of course the drinks being delicious. Hey, this is the time we can take that detour. Let's see. Let it walk us to the side of the town. We already seen Talang. So I'll walk down Talang and then let it take us through a detour and see where it takes us there and then spin around somewhere else. So we can check out Talang first, a bit of it, before the detour first. It says cross here first. Yeah, we'll cross here first. Now, let's hope the detour doesn't have any network blockers. Because that was incredible what happened at Tops. I walked in. Maybe the stream was up for a good 30 seconds or a minute, and then I got completely kicked off. I had a backup server and everything. None of those things worked out. So I usually don't get disconnected like that. So today is definitely a rough start, but a wonderful day as none of those things got in our way anyways. Have a good night, Peter. Thank you for joining us. And you do hope you do get some good sleep. As you mentioned, it is rainy storm weather. And the temperature is gonna drop, so do keep warm and have a great night, Peter. And of course, stay dry and have a great day tomorrow as well. And I will tonight go home and listen to the tune you provided, as I didn't get all my editing work done thanks to the power outage. But let's walk a little longer. I know some of you locally or having your daytime probably needs to grab your lunch right now, as it's 10 minutes towards lunchtime. So I don't blame you if you're a little bit hungry. But for some of my homies overseas, it's of course well into the AMs now. But I know it's Friday night for some of you, so perhaps you guys have the weekend off. So let's walk a little bit longer. And if I do get caught in the rain, I could always one way or another handheld it, and then I can put my rain jacket back on. So put my rain jacket on, I'll be all right. So I'll just circle us through the shortcut, and then let's see what it takes us, and walk some more. Busy. The street always has abundance of people, but on this channel we have seen it empty, as we came so early before to take it over and make it all for ourselves. I don't think there was anybody there earlier when we walked by, but let's take D-Book Road and cut through here, as I always wanted to. And me and Kathy always loved that flower wall. I always take a stop there, regardless. I appreciate it. It's a nice setup spot. I don't think they even intended it to do it on purpose. I think it was just good designs. It was just very appealing to everyone. It never knew it was gonna become an Instagram spot. Here's our detour. Let's walk in. The shops in here. Hey, speaking of Pearl Lover Home, I think Canadian Vasily just said he went to a restaurant called Pearl down by Harborfront. Yeah, it's been about forecasted at 30 degrees for the past week or so. But anything past 30 with the humidity now is pretty hot, actually. Feels more like 34 if you ask me. But yeah, it's a little bit warmer now than usual. Despite being rainy season, once it does pour though, of course it cools down. But when the rain is kind of like just hanging up there, this is the time where it feels about like 34, 35 degrees Celsius, that is, of course. Hey, this is a very interesting spot. There's roti, spring onions with egg. Hello, Sadikap. Hey, and there's Ganesh in the back. Ganesh is the elephant god, of course. We often see Ganesh around the island, and I also like to give my respect. But yeah, look at the decor here. It's pretty cool. It's like hidden in back here. Despite the washroom sign, there's another drink shop there, I think. Or that's just empty, but let's check it out here. I think there's a jewelry store. Oh, there's more? I didn't know. I thought it was just that. Oh, okay, this part okay, I get it. I know where this is now. Oh, this part must be new? Or newer, anyway. But it's no embarrassment for me. As you guys know, I'm often rediscovering the island myself in terms of seeing new things. Yeah, Kurt, that's a good combo, eh? Coffee and gyro, why not? That's how they do it at Greektown, yeah? And Greektown is on the Danforth in Toronto, of course. Oh, I don't know if you guys caught the episode on Johnny Strides, but he did a walk around Long Branch. That was interesting, as he walked by one of the places I used to make some fish and chips at. As when I was growing up in high school, I helped out the family business as a cook and server at the old fish and chips place down by Long Branch. He happened to walk by. I was quite amazed, as a lot of the shops next to my old shop was still there. The good old convenience store was still down by the corner on the far right side, and the left side was the vacuum repair shop. I think it was the Long Branch or Lakeshore vacuum repair shop. It was there even before I arrived, like when we were looking at the business at the time when I was a kid. So it's very interesting to see. Great walk. Well, that's normal with Johnny, yeah? Yeah, I really enjoyed that one, as I had an opportunity to revisit some memories, I would say. So it brings us here. Pretty cool. No, I never got tired of eating fish and chips. I really enjoy fish and chips, actually. Right, on celebration days, you'll have the halibut. Well, I cooked it myself, so I picked myself a nice hefty piece, you know what I mean? And then kept it nice and light batter, but crispy still on the outside. I know how to make a fish and chips. But yeah, and of course on regular days and not big celebrations, you'll have the caught fish or haddock, right? Or haddock. And on rainy days, I would go for the whitefish, I guess. But I know I never got sick of it. I love fish and chips, and we used to make our own potatoes as well. I'm gonna loop around here actually to the back. Let's walk this way. Yeah, we used to have the potato cutter, and I guess that's where I got most of my workout. And we just cut the potato up, and then you prepare them. So it was fresh chips, homemade chips, that's what you called it. Yeah, Chatty Cathy knows what I'm talking about. Yes, always. It's either malt vinegar. Well, some people like white vinegar. I like the malt vinegar. It's more flavorful to me anyway. But yeah, you had to put the malt vinegar in. And sometimes I would put some tartar sauce. I like tartar sauce, but I guess I prefer just to eat the freshness of the seafood. We also had like deep fried scallops and shrimps in that, and I guess that's when the seafood sauce comes out. But nothing beats a nice piece of halibut. As we're talking about tartar sauce, something caught Kurt's attention: banana French toast. Yeah, I used to dip everything in tartar sauce for a while. I put my chips and fries in there. Everything. No, I like calamari with gyro sauce actually. So I usually eat my calamari at Mr. Greek's. Well, this corner would be the Deepuk building. So mainly the Deepuk Street alongside Talang and Panga and Soi Romani are the main tourist attraction streets here. They are the older streets as well that's been here historically since. And of course, many people know about these few streets as they are often featured on videos. Of course, it having its historic value and many tourist attractions on these few particular streets. As of course, it's situated in the center of the tourist attraction area in Phuket Old Town.
This way, please.
So those few streets we just mentioned, Deepuk, Talang, Panga, Soi Romani, the streets we often visit anyways and often go to. Those streets situate, and another one here will be Yawarat Road. But Yawarat is slightly less featured. I don't know why, but it's a nice stretch as well. But the ones I did mention earlier are the ones that are mainly you'll find on YouTube of Phuket Island or any social media. They do have a lot more tourist attractions in terms of shops. They're more concentrated, but you would expect a price increase. But with that price increase, the quality of the food and the decor will be all there. I'm not sure of actual material and construction, but many of the shops on Deepuk Street tends to keep the traditional vibes and the looks that it once had in history. It's just cater and to the, of course, tourist attraction and what the old town used to look like. So you would say in a viewing or spectacle aspect that Deepuk Street, for example, and Phuket Old Town will be the most best maintained and representative of what Phuket Old Town and Phuket Island was once like. Thank you, Chatty Cathy. As I always appreciate people that worry about my health and safety. I'm all right, thank you, and I will be careful. Sometimes I tend to chatter and wander off. My apologies if I did any crazy blur walking. I'll be sure to look left and right as always, both sides. But thank you for the reminder, as sign often comes in and says, be safe. Yeah, it happens here sometimes. You get good and bad drivers, yeah. I guess the difference is I'm a little bit immune to the situation when it happens. So maybe perhaps I don't react as much. But definitely shouldn't be numb to it, as if I get hit, I get hit. So I better wake up and smell the coffee. So once again, thank you for the reminder. I will pay attention. And you can see these buildings here. A lot of them are not business units or anything. Maybe some. But an effort was definitely made to maintain the look as it once did. A little bit, Kathy, yeah. Organized chaos, I guess. Nobody gets angry, I guess, because of the cultural aspect as it happens so often. So everybody just kind of makes eye contact, I guess. The right of way thing doesn't really work out here, I think. I mean, we can talk about the right of way or lanes. Wow, this local spot. I've been here with sign. It's very busy and popular. And these are the stalls I was talking about. I'd like to feature a little more. Especially if I'm with Stein, she'll be able to give more historic background on the shop as she grew up around these areas and often have lunch here. But you can see the contrast of traditional and then renovation decor. And then of course, despite that modern look there, a little bit of mixture of both, yeah. Renovation and historic vibes. And thank you for the additional info, Kurt. As Kurt lets us know, most of these home units were wealthy Chinese miners that used to own these units here. And I guess they don't have to do mining anymore, as these properties are worth quite a bit due to its location. Chatty Cathy says, I think you must have great drivers there to not have many accidents. I'm not sure about the word great, but and accidents in terms of being too safe, as I think Thailand might be ranked quite high up there in terms of traffic accidents. But also that's due to the amount of bikes it also hosts as well, motorbikes. But I managed to, one way or another, stay safe for the past 10, 11 years. You do have to get used to it a bit and know what to look out for. And Diva says, what have I missed? Slightly me crossing the road a little bit, and perhaps the car not giving a crap about that. And a little bit of blabbing and chatters as we just walked around Phuket Old Town a little more. So in that aspect, you did miss quite a lot, Diva. We were talking about tartar sauce. We're talking about fish and chips at one point. And then I went to gyro. And we went to the shortcut through Dibuk Road. And I talked a little bit about what Dibuk Road is. So yeah, maybe it was quite a bit. Speaking of motorbikes, so this is kind of the bike I was looking for. I was saying perhaps I might be interested to sell the monkey and get a Vespa. Looks so cool. Nice. Yeah, Diva, I was just telling everybody on one of Johnny Stride's walk, he passed by the fish and chips I used to make some fish and chips at. Well, it was a fish and chip shop back in the days anyways, but he walked by the plaza where it was located down by Long Branch. I remember it was by Lakeshore and Browns Line. I think that was the area I remember anyways, next to the Port Credit River. I used to help out the family, and every day after school I would take the subway to Islington Station. There's two ways to get there. You can take the streetcar 507 all the way across. I think even back in the days you can take that streetcar all the way, and it's very pleasant, very enjoyable. You just stroll across Lakeshore, you pass by the exhibition place, a lot of beautiful scenery of course. But the other quicker way is to, for me anyways, I used to hop on to Donlan Station and then take the bus over all the way to the end where the Long Branch streetcar center is, I guess, or station is. And I would do that every day after school for about 3 years or so. Most of my high school days. To go there and cook some fish and chips up. Good times. Hey, so Diva knows Port Credit is my old stomping grounds in high school. Nice. And in high school, you and Johnny's high schools were rivals. I only know so many schools out there. But a lot of my friends were from, what you call it? Streetsville. I had a lot of Mississauga friends from there. I met all of them at one moment as I passed by this jetting machine. But yeah, I met a lot of Mississauga friends when I was in Hamilton. I met them at McMaster's University. And then I found out the good people that I was chilling with, they all came from the same high school as well. And that's an example of good riding and good manners and good driver. As he was behind me the whole time. Hey, here, didn't we say we'll take a look at this place? Passing by. Hello, Sadika. Well, we'll let everybody check it out. Yeah, if you come to Phuket, there's a Rio Cat Cafe, as this one has a lion here. Thank you. We can take a look if you don't mind, sure. Do you mind, or? No, we just passed by. Yeah, if you have a chance, go in to check it out. Thank you. And remember us passing by this Rio Cat Cafe as it hosts a lion. A baby cup, I think. There's little Samba in there as we pass by this very interesting house. As old school as it looks, it has a very modern alarm. That has done well to keep its original grace, what it used to look like in history. Yeah, I used to go to Square One a little bit too myself. It was quite far in my early years to do so, as it took me like 2-3 hours to take the TDC there sometimes. It was just me anyways, as I wander around a lot. But yeah, I used to go there every now and then to walk around, as it's huge, Square One. have seen more Chinese lantern decor here than I have when I visited China, to be honest. Well, except New Year's, obviously. But I'm gonna cross the street. I'm gonna look at this place again. It looks so cool, actually. Huh. Yeah. Phuket Island tends to love the Chinese lantern features. Usually, I'm not saying China doesn't have that. Usually that's displayed on celebration or New Year occasions. But over here it's just everyday decor. It's nice. I like it anyways. Hello, Earth Camper, camping and overlanding. We'll just call you Earth Camper for short, but welcome to the live stream, Earth Camper. Good to have you. As we're taking a second spin around Phuket Old Town. But a very different vibe as I'm gonna walk through Talang now. Once again. Actually, you know what? Let's check out what Phang looks like now. But Talang is definitely very busy, but we kind of just came down there, didn't we? I mean, down that way. Let me decide a bit. Let's take a look at which side will have better vibes. Now I'll go down here. So what everyone was talking about, even Chatty Cathy was mentioning, would I like to do some reviews? I mean, yeah, every time we have a cup of coffee, there's fresh orange coffee. I'm not convinced it's better than the one we just had at Mugo, but I think the decor here is a bit different, unique. And tin mines in Phuket, Thailand were primarily located in the south-central portion of the island, particularly in areas like Katu Valley, and specifically the Sahakit mine. And thank you, Kurt. Thank you, bro. Please do go and check out Earth Camper Camping and Overlanding channel. Of course, he has camping content and of course amazing camping adventures as well. So do go over, join his adventures as he travels around and shows you what the amazing upbeat life is on the road. Great fun and adventures and journeys. So do go over to Earth Camper Camping and Overlanding. Subscribe and enjoy the content, everybody. And thank you for letting us know the Laguna Resort was once a tin mine. That would explain why there are not many roads there still right now in terms of walk paths. That's what I mean. Plenty of bike riding roads though. I have some plans to probably make a trip with Stein and everyone to probably visit a different city around Thailand. But that's still in the works. I don't want to jump the gun and announce it too early. But just letting everybody know once we find some time and of course save up a little bit for some funding, and then I'd like to take a trip perhaps for a day or two, not too long. I'm not sure what city yet, I'm still thinking, but perhaps somewhere up north, somewhere we never seen before, and do some content, do a walk, live stream with everybody. I think that might be fun. Oh, and yes, Chatty Cathy, we're gonna grab some durian cake one day, but Sign was like, can we just grab the real durian? And I was like, that might be more fun and exciting. So we'll find a day and we'll grab some durian and we'll have some. No, I'm neither nor for or against it. I do eat it. I don't have any problem with it, but I'm not like, wow, it's so amazing. I like it, but it'll be fun to have it together, I think. And I'll be able to kind of describe what it tastes like to everybody, as I haven't had it for a long time myself. So we'll find a day where either on a live stream or a video, I'll figure something out, and then we'll have some durian cake or even nice hefty piece of durian together. And that's eye contact. He was about to come in, he looked at me, I looked at him. We smiled and he went the other way. Okay, Kathy agrees. Real durian. All right, we'll go for that then. That seems more fitting and appropriate. So either on a night market walk or a live stream, or even if we don't find a chance, I'll go and do a video. Let's have some fun eating some durian. It's a local treasure here in Thailand, as Thailand durian is very famous worldwide, and the government and locals, of course, and Thai people promote it quite a bit. And it's a representation of the king of fruits here as well, as some may argue and say. And the Thailand durian, I'll give you more info next time, as I don't want to spoil the video, but it's different from many places. As some people know, other areas of Southeast Asia also has durian, but the Thailand flavor and the way people like it here is unique, and so it holds its own. We'll talk more about that when we have the durian. another contrast I like, as this is a very modern cafe. And in contrast, you have the old school pop and mom shop that's probably been here for a very long time. And I did start the stream a bit later than I liked due to all the commotion I was experiencing. So thank you everyone so far for just making it all so positive for myself and so easy, as I'm having a great time now. We're hitting the 2-hour mark, a little bit towards the victory lap, I would say, what I call it anyways. Thank you so much everyone, and hello to those who's watching this on the replay. Good to have you here as well, as we're, like I mentioned, doing the victory lap around Phuket Old Town, circling about a slight different area, try to make the route slightly more interesting. But I think Phuket Old Town itself is quite interesting on its own. Very good vibes on a Saturday morning. As yeah, let's do it, Kathy. One moment. Where would we like to have this cup of coffee? As perhaps we should try a new place. Let me walk around and then we'll find ourselves a spot and we'll go in. Thank you for the $2 super chat and another cup of coffee. I would say yes, let's do it. Thank you so much. At times I'm just worried you guys may need to get some rest soon, but if you're up for it, let's go to OT. Where would we like this cup of coffee? We can go to... We came here last time. It was really nice. Or would we like to try somewhere new? Wow, this place looks cool. Kathy says, my choice. I think we're already here. And we had a great time last time at Coffee Talk. So let's go feature them. And I hope the amazing decor will add some energy to the vibe, and positive energy, that is. Let me cross the street on a crosswalk. That would make more sense, yeah guys? And there are other places I mentioned earlier down by, actually, when we passed by the museum, that, you know what, this place would be worthy. It has a lot to look at. Lee says, why not? And since Kathy says it's my choice, let's come in here and have a hot one. As I feel like a cup of hot coffee for some reason. One moment. อเมริกาโน่คาเฟ่ล้วน
ทันนี่อเมริกาโน่ร้อน90 บาทจ้ะ
ครับ
นั่งไหนคะ
Hmm?
อีเทีย
Yeah, you can.
Take.
Not sure yet. I look around this. Thank you. And I like these tables. Thank you. Let's go to the other side of the room since this side has a lot of people. And there's a museum here as well, as Kathy was providing some information for us. We can take a peek, I think. It does sound like a podcast, very suiting. Coffee break at Coffee Talk with Phuket Walk. Did that almost rhyme? So this is also a museum. Collections by the owners, as it says here. You know what? I'm gonna sit here this time by this cool car thing. Yeah, it's interesting, eh? That's why I'm gonna sit here and we can look at some of the old school decors in here and some parts of the museum as well. I actually remember using these phones. So this place gives us a 2-in-1, yeah? A slight museum background and beautiful cafe. Didn't I tell you about those Chinese lantern decors? They love it here in Phuket Island. And Tequila says, okay, beautiful people, I'm KO'd. Yeah, you have a good night, Diva Tequila, as I'm gonna recharge myself on one more cup of coffee. Probably much needed, as I need to ride my motorbike back for a good half an hour or so to where I need to go next. I'm gonna probably meet up with Sign somewhere and then we'll do some content. And then if all goes well, either a night stream tonight by Sign or tomorrow. One moment, I'm trying to get this mount up and struggling like a noob. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, Diva, and you have a great weekend, of course. Have a good night. Bring me a cup of coffee. And this time, remind me a bit, but I paid for it. I always forget if I paid or not first. Hey, I always mention, the milkiness here really counts. And that's how you know it's made right. You know what? I said sweet, but I'm gonna cut out the sugar. I'm just checking out the cafe. Okay, let me get us a good angle. We can see more interesting things here. Yeah, maybe some of the bar, yeah? And Coleslaw says, I like to put little cruise-shaped sugar cubes into my coffee so I can pretend to be Godzilla when I drink it. Well, no sugar cubes here, but no sugar cubes here, but nice cup of Americano indeed. And thank you, Kathy, for the OT coffee. Cheers. Ooh, it's nice. I always say good Americano, smooth. There's no sourness at all. It's not bitter either. Sometimes when the beans are slightly cheaper, they're a bit more rough, you know what I mean, on the taste end, then you get this little pinching like sourness towards the end of it. This one doesn't have it, it's just pure smooth. Yeah, Kurt, you should join in. Let's check out some the cafe some more. Let's look at. I didn't even pan us up there yet. There's posters and stuff up top. As I recharge my mind, hopefully you guys get to recharge your eyes a bit as I switch the angle up. One more, guys. Get a better close-up of what we're looking at. And I'm glad Kurt feels the same way I do with the woohoo coffee. Wow, that's pretty cool. See if I can feature this. It says, when in a museum, walk slowly, but keep walking. Yeah. Let's take a better angle actually. I can go in front of it. Hold on. Well, if it falls now, I'm safe. Here's some of the close-up of what record there are. Yeah, but keep walking. I like that. I like that. As that's what we do here. We gotta keep walking. But sometimes, of course, it's good to just as is in life, slow down the pace a bit and just walk slowly, yeah? As we often do, get lost in the stress of life and daily routines. Of course, we rush through a lot of things. Let's get my big back in. I hope so, but I don't think it's a mining place here. It's more of a museum here, Coleslaw. So I think we're safe. Let me catch up on the chats and check out what I missed. I know I mentioned it a few times and told the story, but like honestly, when I was riding down and I realized I didn't have my rain jacket and I didn't have my umbrella and I was heading towards this dark cloud, I'm like, I was gonna turn back. I don't think I was gonna get the live stream up. As you guys know, once I'm on the bike and I get caught in the rain, I'm like half done because my gimbal isn't waterproof. So what I thought at the time is it never stopped me before, right? It never stopped me before, so I just kept on going. I just made sure we made it into town first, and I just thought, hey, if anything, I can drop the gimbal, do the handheld thing, you know, even no umbrella, we'll figure something out, yeah. So I'm so glad I just kind of charged through, as I always do. And here we are. Thank you so much for the OT coffee. And of course, hope everyone's enjoying the walk and the live stream so far. I'm gonna show you the coffee again because it might add more to what I was describing to you guys. I said it was smooth and this and that. So if it's like no sugar, super bitter, and the beans they use were not as good, I'm pretty sure they probably employ some mocha beans in there. But yeah, in one moment, I'm just gonna get us back on a better, wider view here. Sorry about that. Here we are. So I drank that so fast because it's just so smooth. It has no sugar in it, easy to go down. If the coffee isn't good, and it's black coffee, Americano especially, it's hard to go down when it's hot. But this one, it's easy, smooth. I just saw myself on the stream. I'm a celebrity now. Everybody knows you, Cole. Pretty sure everybody knows Coleslaw. I was a bit shy before. I didn't want to point the camera at anybody, but I guess they're on their way now. So let's check out this view here. That's a good one, Cole. I think that's the best one yet. I'm going to read it out. And Cole says, I feel bad for my friend Luke. He started a coffee shop called Lukewarm Coffee, and it never caught on. Well, I don't think it's going to catch on in Phuket either, or any tropical island. As I'm gonna change the angle a bit on this side, as you guys can see my big head, but more the glory of that ancient car or classic car they have parked to the front. Oh wow. Hold on, I'm sure they don't mind if I walk around. I'm gonna show them this wall. I'm gonna show you guys here, this on the wall, what they have up. Just one moment. I might have saw it last time or missed it last time, not sure, but perhaps my mood today is a bit different, so definitely caught my attention. Isn't it so? The heart is a museum filled with the exhibits of a lifetime's loves. Sorry about the biting on my tongue there. Might be the good coffee doing that. I'm gonna blame it on that anyways. That's a good message, yeah? And in a museum slash cafe, why not? Let's check out what these things are. Not that looking at it will really reveal the answer, as I have no knowledge, but it might be something used in printing, pressing, mining, but of course something used in the past. And Koslov says, that's a press. I like the orange motorcycle. Yeah, I do as well, especially hanging on the wall. Makes it much more noticeable. I think that's a Datsun brand car we're sitting at our table. And there's a movie projector. I think that's what it was, wasn't it? There's a lot of cool things here. Here I am holding my gimbal and my phone. I guess at one point I got to push that around to bring everybody and see some footage. I probably would have done so anyways. Well, he says here, there's a little bit of answer to that, as he says here. Many items are right there. Items of the old Tavron Hotel, Phuket's first full-service hotel to open its doors in the year of 1960. And the rest are collectibles from, I don't want to ruin his names, but from the lovely gentleman. And his name is right there. On his adventures throughout Thailand and the world, we hope you will enjoy our exhibit. I definitely do. Thank you. I'm going to try his name. Thank you, Mr. Trarion. And sorry if I said that wrong. Thank you very much. And now you know why, just looking at this amazing gentleman's name, which is his full name right here. As I mentioned before, in Thailand, locally, everyone goes by their nickname. So I mentioned a few times, I'm Phuket Alex, as many has nicknamed me Phuket in the chats and the community as well. And my name is Alex as well, so hey, Phuket Alex will do. And you can see why the nickname, as the last name is quite long. But here's some answers to where some of these items came from. A good story and history. A museum should have, I think. And Koslav says, I wish I could have furniture like this, but my cat would scratch it up. Hey, you know what? When your cat does add a scratch on it, that's part of the history and part of the lovely vibes, as I often look at some of my furniture now with some scratches on it, and have very warm and heartfelt moments, and very glad that I wouldn't have that furniture or that sofa any other way. I love that scratch created by my cat. So things do change perspective, as I used to scream at my cats for leaving a mark on any furniture. Now over the years I wouldn't even have a furniture or anything that they haven't left a mark on. Many of my tank tops are filled with cat claws and holes. I love those tank tops the most. Oh, there's a car design to it, like the one next to it. I think it's all part of it. I mean, keep the front, it'll be nice. I mean, keep the seats too. But I think that's what they were going for. You were kind of rocking in your old classic car while enjoying a cup of coffee. I feel that right now. Well, I should be maybe not in front of the car. But it looks pretty cool. And here I am. And another praise for the cup of coffee I just had. That coffee talk, as we talk ourselves away. That was a lovely cup of coffee. I finished it now. Not jittery at all, as I thought it would make me. So there you have it. Great cup of coffee. Great atmosphere in the heart of Phuket Old Town. That coffee talk, Old Phuket Town. And we wouldn't be here without the lovely request of Chatty Cathy and support. So thank you so much, Cathy, for the lovely cup of coffee before I have to hop on my motorbike, as some of those rides do get tiring after a walk. So this coffee is much appreciated. Thank you so much, Cathy. And it's not too shabby here, as it won some awards. Look, TripAdvisor Traveler Choice Awards winner 2024, just last year. It's a very updated award. So thanks to Cathy, we're checking out a award-winning cafe on a lovely Saturday noontime, I would say. Let me see what time it is actually. It's almost 1 p.m. here. 12:54 to be exact. And I just finished my Americano, but we're still enjoying the vibes here at a museum/cafe, as it provides a wonderful message I kind of screwed up earlier reading. But the heart is a museum filled with exhibit of a lifetime's love. I think I did better on that reading. Contributing to the great cup of coffee once again. I praised it about 5 times now because it was good. I think we had a good mixture of coffee culture today. We had a lovely